Welcome to Days Behind, where we unveil the trivia and stories behind holidays and national days. One birthday changed how humans understand life on Earth. A voyage, a question, a new way to see life. From strange shores came remarkable clues, and the branches of an idea reached everywhere. Darwin Day is a global celebration of science, curiosity, and education. Honoring Charles Darwin's birthday on 12th of February, it reminds us to think critically, ask questions, and explore evidence. Universities host talks, museums run events, and communities share science with everyone. Above all, it celebrates our shared curiosity about life on Earth. Charles Robert Darwin was born in Shrewsbury, England, on 12th of February 1809, the same day as Abraham Lincoln. As a child, he adored nature: beetles, birds, rocks. He tried medicine, then Cambridge for the church, but the wild world kept calling. In 1831, recommended by his mentor John Stevens Henslow, Darwin joined HMS Beagle as a gentleman naturalist. At just 22, he set off on a journey that would change science. He filled notebooks with observations, the seeds of a great idea. That was the beginning. He saw earthquakes lift coastlines in Chile, geology in motion, unearthed giant fossils, and asked why they disappeared. In Brazil, he met a chaos of delight, life in staggering variety. Through hardship and storms, the questions never stopped. Those questions led to an idea that explains how life changes: natural selection. Darwin returned in 1836 with crates of specimens: fossils, birds, insects, plants. He catalogued them, worked with experts like the ornithologist John Gould, who revealed the Galapagos birds were many species of finch. Darwin began private notebooks wrestling with what the evidence meant. Artificial selection showed how choice could shape breeds from common ancestors. Malthus argued populations outgrow food, competition is constant. Small helpful differences mean more surviving offspring. Natural selection: favorable traits spread because those who carry them leave more young. Over generations, populations change. By 1838, he had the idea, but he waited, careful, methodical, aware it would challenge Victorian beliefs. For 2 decades he built evidence: 8 years on barnacles, books on geology, endless experiments in his garden. The Beagle voyage was his university: 5 years of wild coasts, forests, fossils, and living laboratories. He noted behaviors, habitats, and connections between species. It was tough, but the questions drove him on. Why do close places hold close cousins, yet with unique twists? On the Galapagos, unassuming finches told a big story. Broad beaks crack seeds, slender beaks probe insects, others pluck fruit. Ancestral finches arrived, spread, and faced different foods and habitats. Variation plus environment plus time. Traits that fit become common. Better fed birds left more young, passing on those beaks. Over many generations, new species can arise from a common ancestor. No creature tries to change its body. Nature simply favors what works, automatically. Not a guiding hand, just selection filtering differences over time. In 1858, a letter arrived from Alfred Russel Wallace. He had the same idea. Both papers were presented together in London. Darwin rushed an abstract into a book, On the Origin of Species, published 24 November 1859. It sold out day one, sparked debate, and transformed biology. Darwin sketched a branching tree. Today, DNA confirms that branching life is deeply related. Genetics explains variation and inheritance, the pieces he could not see. We are distant cousins to every living thing. On Darwin Day, people host talks, special exhibits, and outreach, championing evidence-based thinking. The method matters: careful observation, meticulous data, and courageous reasoning. Science is a process, not a book of dogma. The finches remind us: small changes, big consequences. Variation plus environment. Plus, time. Curiosity is a superpower. Look closely at pigeons, at weeds, at the tiny lives around you. Observe, question, keep marveling. What wonderful thing have you noticed today?